Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about channeled messages from your future spouse. Now, as always my dear, I have 3 piles that you can choose from, and you can either choose the card or the crystal below it. So, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is gonna be pile 3. As always my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. As always, if you're interested or you're curious when it comes to a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey Pawan, welcome to your reading my dear. Now let's see. What channeled messages can we get for you my dear? What does your future spouse have to say? And right before like coming out of the meditation, because that's what I do before the reading, I can already say that there are so many emotions, like emotions running high, okay? That's the only way I can really describe it. I just would like to voice that because yeah, that's really what I'm already feeling here. But having said that, now let's start with your reading my dear. For my dear pile 1, channeled messages from your future spouse. What do they have to tell you? Okay, what does their higher self need to tell you? Okay, the first card we have is the 10 of Wands. Let's continue. For my dear pile 1, we have the 9 of Pentacles here. Channeled messages from your future spouse. 6 of Pentacles. Channeled messages. 7 of Swords. 9 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles, and let's get you one last card for my dear pile 1. All right, and the Knight of Cups. At the back of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. So my dear pile 1, channeled messages from your future spouse. Please give me a moment, my dear. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Yeah. Your future spouse, my dear pile 1, wants you to know that your meeting is coming closer. Their higher self wants you to know that time is speeding up. The waiting is coming to an end. Your future spouse knows that you are feeling them just as much as they are feeling you. It's kind of like this excitement for what's to come. These little hints, these little messages from your spirit guides, from different readings, you seeing things as well through dreams, your intuition. Everything is coming together, and your future spouse's higher self, they really want you to know that there is a reason for this. And the reason is because the time is coming. Good things take time. Both of you guys had to go through your own challenges in life, and although time was passing and you were doing your own thing, you always felt like there is something greater out there. There is something you're not seeing, but you're feeling it. It's because your higher self is already feeling it. You're already sensing it in the 5D. It's already present in the 5D. But what was happening was, in the 3D, it wasn't manifested yet. But that doesn't make it any less real. Energetically, you are already connected. And that's what your future spouse definitely is emphasizing here, that they're already feeling you, and that it's getting more and more intense, and they know that you feel the same way, that you also feel that it's becoming more and more intense. Your future spouse's higher self wants you to know that they're so proud of you. They're so proud of everything that you've accomplished so far. You are someone who has so much potential. You are someone who came here to create great things. And they see that. And they want you to know that they're in awe. They're in awe with all the things you manage in your life. They see how independent you are. They see how strong you are. You manage yourself, things, and they love you for that. They see how much you have grown. And that's something they definitely want to emphasize here. You've come a very long way, but it hasn't been for nothing. You've grown into this beautiful person inside and out. You have overcome obstacles that you may have never ever thought were possible. And you're shining so brightly. And your future spouse's higher self is seeing that already in the 5D. And it's just a matter of time till your future spouse will also see it in the 3D, when you guys physically also come together. Your future spouse wants you to know that they see all the love that you have to give. They see all the love that is inside of you, that you want to express, that you want to share and give to someone, just as much as you want to get this love back. And your future spouse wants you to know that they're so in awe with your generosity as well. Your heart is at the right place. Yes, we are living in a physical world where people first only see this physicality, and for a lot of people the inside is not as important as the outside avatar, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what everyone is, an avatar. A temporary body that is at the end of the day going back, right? Your future spouse's higher self wants you to know that you're so much more than this body. And they see the light inside that others may not see because they're so distracted to the physicalities of things. And when you and your future spouse meet in the 3D or reconcile in the 3D again, it's your inner beauty that makes the difference. Because the body, it is not here to stay. It will eventually go. And no matter how much beauty the body carries, it doesn't last with time. However, the beauty that comes within this lasts not only a lifetime, but it's internal. Something that lasts multiple lifetimes and till all infinity. And your future spouse's higher self wants you to know that they've experienced this inner beauty with you already in different times, and that's what they appreciate about you the most. That your heart is so vibrant and so loving and always eager to help and give. And your future spouse's higher self wants you to know that don't allow other people to turn this goodness into sourness. Just because others don't have this love within themselves and they treat you badly or not like you deserve to be treated, that doesn't mean that what you deserve is an icy heart, because you don't. You deserve to allow your heart to express itself and share its light. So your future spouse is really remembering you, or reminding you, better to say, that no matter what kind of darkness you come across, don't allow this darkness to take your light away. Because your light is needed. This world needs your light. And the world needs all the things that you're going to create through it. Your future spouse wants you to know that once you guys meet in the 3D, they're not going to waste any time, because you have been waiting enough. And your future spouse, they kind of come through with an offer, with a gentle offer, with an innocent offer. Your future spouse's higher self wants you to know, my dear, that be ready. Because your future spouse, they can't wait as well. They can't wait because they also have so much love to give and so much love to experience. It's like both of you guys have this infinite number of love to share within you, but you haven't come across someone who you genuinely could open up to like that, you weren't really able to Share all the love and compassion that you have with someone, because it wasn't a match. Not really. So your hearts are connected. That's really something I'm seeing here. Your hearts are connected. Your future spouse wants you to know that there is so much you guys are gonna bring into life. There is so much nurturing energy in this connection here. Both of you guys, when you come together in the physical, you're gonna understand why it took you guys so much time. Because this is such an intense experience here that first both of you guys needed to be ready for it. And your future spouse wants you to know that you make them feel so many things, so many things. With you, they feel extremely abundant, like nothing can really come in their way, like they're not lacking anything. When you are in their life, it feels like they have everything they need. And no matter how icy the winter was, with you there is always a beautiful spring ahead. And they want to experience that with you. They want to experience all the seasons, and they want to grow with you, my dear. Your future spouse, they're desiring you. That's something I'm feeling so much here. Your future spouse wants you to know that you feel like the stars. The stars in the sky that are present when it's a very, very dark night. When everything seems hopeless. And we look at the sky and we see the stars. In their glory, bright, shining, almost talking to us, right? That's how you feel. It feels like home. It feels like arriving. Through you, your future spouse will experience in the physical and the 3D a lot of things that they need to understand first. Although your future spouse's higher self knows, their physical self don't. They don't understand why you guys are so connected. And when you guys meet, you are going to bring this mystical and very magical energy into your future spouse's life. And it's going to be exactly like that. It's kind of like seeing the stars for the very first time. Especially because they've been in the darkness for so long. And then being in awe with the whole universe being in front of you. So the timing is speeding up once again. They're coming forward. That's really something I'm seeing here. Yeah. Pile 1. Oh my goodness. I feel so peaceful right now. It's just amazing. It's like the energy that I just felt and the energy that came through in this reading, it was full of a peaceful silence. The kind of silence we need in a very hectic and chaotic world. That's how this felt like. Kind of like being in your safe place. So I feel like this could be how this person feels to you, you know? Wow, thank you so much. Like, that was a really beautiful experience. So my dear pile 1, this is all I have for you. This is all the messages that came through for today. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, my dear. I hope these messages were exactly what you needed to hear. And also, my dear, if you liked the reading or if you heard something that resonated with you, please also feel free to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not even get a notification when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you're curious or you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, on which I'm gonna become more active, I also kindly invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pal 1, thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy, to be a part of this. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages do we have for you, my dear? Now let's start straight away. Let's see, for my dear pile 2, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? For my dear pile 2, what channeled messages do we have for you, my dear? Let's see. Alright, that's enough. I'm all ready. So let's start. The first card we have is the 9 of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups. For my dear pile 2. Too many cards. Okay, I just would like to say one thing because I can't wait for it. My dear pal 2, like, your spirit guides are making me crazy right now. They are extremely present. Now, I just felt like saying this, okay? Maybe someone needs to hear that. Maybe someone needed this clarification, but yeah, I'm literally feeling them. So let's continue. for my dear pile 2. Let's see. Channeled messages from your future spouse's higher self. Let's see. Channeled messages from your future spouse. One last card for my dear pile 2. Channeled messages from them. All right. Let me make sure. Okay. And we have the awakening card. All right, my dear pile 2. Channeled messages from your future spouse. Now, let me just say this, okay, before going into the energy here. I feel very blissed right now. Like, I feel so many emotions right now. And I really feel like, once again, it's funny because your spirit guides are interfering right now, okay? And we will, in a minute, go into your future spouse's energy, but your spirit guides are not letting me alone. There are, let me see. Okay, so your spirit guides want me to tell you something, okay? And then they will let me alone. They will allow me to record this reading. So they want you to know that you're supported right now, okay? You're not alone. Yes, there is a reason for what you're experiencing right now. It will all come together. Know that you're being loved no matter what, okay? Because that's where your strength comes from. That's where the protection comes from. It's from the love. So it's important for you to connect with this love, okay? You're not alone, my dear. That's something that your spirit guides are, oh my goodness, are really emphasizing here, okay? You are not alone and you're loved. All right. Okay, let's come back now to your future spouse, okay? All right. Let's close that. Okay. So please give me a moment, my dear. Please give me a moment to tune into the energy of your future spouse here. Your future spouse wants you to know that, yeah, very simply said, you're loved. You are so, so loved. What is happening? This message is coming through from your spirit guides, coming through from your future spouse. It's just, I don't know whether you have been feeling unloved for some time or whether something happened that is making you feel very down, but the energies, okay, are just, they're crazy right now. And so is your future spouse's energy. They want you to know that you are loved, okay? You are important, you are appreciated. They care so much for you. I literally heard that you are their world. And I just noticed that the first card that came through is the Nine of Cups, and that's literally the card selection card, right? Your future spouse wants me to tell you that you are the sunshine, okay? You are the sunshine that warms their whole existence. I really feel that your higher self, my dear Peltu, and your future spouse's higher self are extremely, extremely connected, okay? Every second there's this interaction, there is this connection, you know, this bond. I think the best way to phrase it, okay, for us humans to understand, it's this bond. And I feel like this bond is heavenly felt for you as well. Maybe from a very young age, or I'm hearing forever. You felt that there's someone out there for you. There's someone out there that is almost trying to get your attention. You may have sometimes felt love coming your way, or this desire, you know, this need for someone. However, you may have never really like understand it, because your logical mind doesn't understand an emotion that doesn't make any sense. Why are you craving someone that you don't even know? Why are you feeling so much love from something that's being sent your way, but you can't really see with your eyes, with your senses, right? Well, it's because the bond is, or has always been there. And the more you're growing, the more you're coming back to yourself, to your center, you know. Also, the more you're awakening, you're expanding your consciousness, and it's kind of like the more intense you're feeling what is already there. And your future spouse wants you to know that there's so much, okay, so much that you're not seeing, but it's coming. And it will definitely shock your world. I feel like when you and your future spouse meet in the physical, it's something that you're not gonna expect. It's gonna feel like a big, big surprise. Something which is just gonna make you so shocked. You are being awakened, okay? To the fact that, yes, you have a very, very strong bond with someone out there. And as you incarnated in this lifetime, you chose to meet them, you chose to experience this with them. So it has been something that on a subconscious level, or better to say not subconscious level, but better to say your higher self was always aware of, you know. And therefore you got those hints, you got those messages. But it's kind of like the more time is passing, the more you're awakening to that truth. And you're understanding that all the time, yes, I've been sensing the spiritual connection. That's what I felt. That's what I was awakening to. Your future spouse wants you to be aware of that, okay? And be open for that. But at the same time, till you guys come together in the 3D, they want you to focus on yourself. That's another thing I'm seeing here. You are someone who has so much potential. There are whole worlds, okay, that you can create. There is so much that needs to be manifested, and so much that you can give to this world and to others. And your future spouse, they want you to concentrate on that. They want you to spread your ideas and spread your vision, your passion, your skills, your craft. They want to see you in your element, and you are in your element when you do what you love. And I feel like there are a lot of things that you are very passionate about, and what your future spouse here is trying to tell you is that they want you to follow what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, we remember the days that we felt love and we were happy. And that's the energy that they want you to focus on. Not in a toxic way, not like trying to be creating this like toxic positivity. That's not what they are talking about. They're talking of genuine, heartfelt love and happiness for who you are, because you have the courage to do what you know is right and what you're being called to do. You give yourself the freedom to express yourself. You don't allow others to hold you back from your own greatness, and you don't play small, okay? Don't play small. That's such a huge thing here. You didn't come here to hide your colors, to hide your light. You came here to shock everyone with it, to fill every and small corner with your light, okay? And this is something your future spouse wants you to know. You didn't come here to be stuck. You came here to become your greatest version. And that's what they're seeing in you. That's where you are heading towards. You are becoming your greatest version, my dear. Your future spouse wants you to understand one thing as well. One thing that maybe is very difficult for you to understand at times, because it may have been something difficult for you to deal with. You have been single for quite some time, and it has been something that you didn't really take easily or take lightly at times, okay? I feel like it really annoyed you. It was really creating a lot of questions, like why? Why can't I find someone? What is wrong with me? Or why is it taking so much time? If like you may have compared yourself something that your future spouse definitely is seeing as something that's not good for you, okay? At least not that kind of comparison. You may have compared yourself to others, and you may have seen others already in this kind of situation or these kind of relationships, and then you saw yourself being single or not being there yet, and that made you question a lot or even feel quite miserable. Now, your future spouse wants you to understand that a reason why you guys haven't reconciled at the time, and why the reconciliation, why the meeting is coming together slowly, is because if you're honest with yourself, you may even have the answer yourself. It's that through the time you've been alone, and not only you, your future spouse's physical self, okay, the 3D self, they've done the same thing. It's kind of like parallels here, okay? Both of you guys, through the period in which you have not met each other, you've done so much growth, so much soul growth, okay? It's kind of like both of you guys are walking and going this path alone, wondering when you will meet the other, being very annoyed by not meeting each other, but it's because first you need to reach the sun. You need to come to this place, because it is where you're supposed to be. It is the place where your higher self wanted to be before you guys meet. First, you wanted to go through a certain growth period, because this is the version of you that is supposed to meet your future spouse's 3D self. And not only you, but that's the same with them. They also had to go through their own life experiences and life circles. And it's kind of like you will meet in the middle, okay? Both of you guys will reach this beautiful place, and that's when you guys meet each other. Fully grown and ready. Not in a place where one is gonna run away, the other is gonna self-sabotage this because it's very intense and you don't know how to handle it, okay? You know, if you have been following me, there is this sentence that I always like to say: even the most beautiful gift can be a curse if it comes at the wrong time. And that's kind of the energy here. So you're coming together at the right time. Yeah, look at that. Surrendering and trusting your path. Even if you don't know whether the path you're taking is gonna bring you this person, okay? Because you can't look into the future, you can't really see your future like a movie, right? You can just hope and trust, and that's really the message in here. Trust. Surrender yourself to the will of your higher self. Surrender yourself to the intelligence of the energies guiding you. Because if, like, that's so funny. We have seen in the beginning of the reading, before even starting, okay, the message is coming from your future spouse that you're heavenly guided and protected. And it's kind of like, this is the advice here, to surrender to that. Because when you surrender, you let go of this resistance. You open yourself up to the greatness that you are. Yeah, discernment. Look at that. There's so much you don't see, okay? Your head is in the clouds. It's really like interesting illustrated here. And what you're not seeing is all the power and the greatness that you're holding in your hands, that the universe is bringing into your life, that you're manifesting. So this message is very clear. It's all about staying hopeful. Your future spouse wants you to stay hopeful and believing in yourself and believing where your life is heading towards. To have trust in your greatness, to have trust in the energies guiding you. Because this guidance, okay, they're leading you towards them. They're leading you towards meeting them in a very unexpected way. Once again, the Tower card is just, you know, the same way a lightning just hits a tree, like very unexpectedly, like it's there and it's gone like that, you know? Like, it really surprises you when the lightning comes, you know, when you don't expect it. It's kind of the same here. You really don't gonna expect this person coming into your life, or at least, let's say at the day you guys meet, okay, it's gonna be the last thing you think about. Meeting a potential partner, meeting your future spouse. Okay, we have one last card here. Ooh, okay, we have the masculine here. Now, this is not gender related here, okay? It's just energy. This is for me the confirmation of the message that came through from your future spouse, that you guys are spiritually connected and both of you guys are representing one puzzle piece, okay? One is more so the feminine and one is more so the masculine energy here. And I see that one of you guys, okay, the one who's going to be more so in their masculine energy, is going to be the one who's going to take the initiation, the one who's going to make the first step and really lead this connection. So have trust in that, okay? That's really the key word here of your pile, my dear pile 2. It's all about trusting. Let me see if your future spouse has anything else to say. Yeah, the same. It's kind of like they want to close the reading with the same message that they opened the reading with. Know you're loved. Know you're loved, okay? That's the bottom line here. Because you are. And you are so lovable. Okay, my dear pal 2. So that's actually all I feel here. That's all I'm getting. My dear pal 2, as always, of course, very intense. Yeah, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. That's just, it's such a blessing to connect with these kind of energies, honestly. My dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if something resonated with you, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, as always, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not even get a notification when I upload any reading for you guys. Also, my dear, if you're curious or you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my channel's Instagram account is found in the description box, and of course I invite you there as well. My dear pal 2, I am sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages can we get from your future spouse? What do they have to tell you? Now let's start straight away, my dear. Let's see. What messages does your future spouse have for you? Let's see. What messages do they have for you? For my dear pile 3, what do you need to know? What messages do they have for you? Okay. Let's go. Let's see for my dear pile 3. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups here. Let's continue. For my dear pile 3, what messages can we get from your future spouse? Ooh, the World. This is like one of the most beautiful cards ever. I mean, just look at it. The Hermit. For my dear pile 3, too many cards. What messages does your future spouse have for you? What messages do they have for you? We have the Two of Swords here. Let's see. Six of Wands. For my dear pile 3, what messages do they have for you? The Lovers. All right. And the Justice. Let's get you one last card for my dear, and the Chariot. All right. At the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. So, for my dear pile 3, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Okay, that's very straightforward. Your future spouse wants you to know that they're going to protect this connection with everything that they have, okay? That's something you should know. No matter what, no matter who comes in your way, no matter what happens, they're always going to protect this connection. Now, there is a lot of determination in this, okay? Like, it just came all of a sudden. So, okay, I don't know what your future spouse is going through right now, that they are, like, so charged, okay? But that's definitely the first thing, because Okay, kind of feel like your future spouse right now is done, okay, is done right now with a lot of people. And yeah, something they're gonna going through right now, and their energy is really coming through here. And it's kind of like they want you to know that they will not allow others, okay, they will not allow anyone to mess up with your connection or mess up with you. It's not only about your connection, this is also about you, okay? They are not gonna let anyone mess up or play with you. They're extremely, extremely protective, especially right now as we're speaking. Yeah, something is happening in their life. Okay, that's just something for you to know, okay? So protection here is a big time. And just in general, your future spouse for sure, like they want you to know that they are not gonna allow anything to come in your way, and to come in your way, like in your connection here. They want to create something beautiful with you. They want to create something successful and something you both deserve. It's all about the love that you have for each other, creating a successful relationship in which both your emotions are cherished, in which you have the space for yourself, and they're gonna protect it, okay, with everything, whether it's through the source they're holding here or just in general. Like, they will not allow the fire, okay, to reach your house, to reach you. Your future spouse wants you to know that they love you so much, my dear. They can't wait to reconcile with you and to hold you in their hands. They really need you. That's something I'm hearing. They badly need you. You are this innocent and sacred treasure that they're holding. You are so much more to them than only a spouse. The amount of gratitude that I'm feeling just tuning into this energy is just like, I wish you could feel it. I wish you could feel the gratitude. Your future spouse is going to be very gentle with you. The way they approach you, the way they are going to make you feel, it's almost like they want to hold you at the same time. They don't want to squeeze too much because they're scared of hurting you. So they're so gentle in their approach. That's really gentle energy, which is such a contradicting energy to the fire that came through in the beginning of the reading. But the fire wasn't connected to you. It was connected to something that is really making them just yeah, it's just so annoying. It has nothing to do with you. And it's funny because the energy that I'm feeling here in connection to you is like such a gentle energy. Everything the energy in the beginning wasn't, like gentle, loving, compassionate, soft, okay? Your future spouse wants you to know that once you guys come together in the 3D, once you guys come together in the physical, they're gonna treat you so good. They want to treat you good because that's what they need. This person needs to see you smile. This person needs to see you laugh. they would never treat someone badly because they understand that the kind of energy we put out there will eventually come back to us. Not even not in this lifetime, we will take it with us. The consequences will not leave us alone. And besides that, it's not only that this person wants to be good, so good happens to them. It's not necessarily only that. It's just in general, this person knows how it feels to be treated badly. Emotions can be hurt, and even the smallest like interactions can make someone feel so miserable. And they know that our actions can really make or break someone's day. So this person's very responsible when it comes to how they treat others. And they want you to know that they're coming from this point of view. They will not want to treat you badly because that's not the kind of energy they want to support. Plus, that's not the way they want to treat someone who's so dear to their heart. They don't want to ever see you feeling miserable because of them. And I feel like this is why we have this gentle and soft energy here. It's almost like they're scared that they will hurt you. But they won't, because with the Justice card being here, this person is very responsible and very aware of their actions, okay? This is a very fair person. So they would never ever do anything to you that they don't want to happen to them, you know? And it's really interesting because this is a reading about channeled messages coming from them, but I don't know why we're getting messages about who they are. Like, do you feel that as well? All of a sudden, we switched from messages coming from them to who they are. But maybe that's the thing. Maybe your future spouse wants you to understand where they come from. Maybe they want you to understand who they are. They want you to know who they are, my dear. And I feel like this is why the reading has switched like that. But I would like to go back. I want to focus on the messages. Let me see. You can't see it right now, but I'm literally like holding my head right now with my hands. Let me see. Channeled messages from your future spouse. Your future spouse wants you to know that they will do, and they are actually ready, okay? They're ready to do whatever it takes in order for you guys to create this very successful relationship. This is what your future spouse wants. And they want you to know that both of you guys are holding the same vision when it comes to your relationship. And your future spouse wants to put their all into it. Because for them, this connection is so sacred. The amount of gratitude, okay? Like, I know I've already talked about it, but your future spouse is so grateful. Like, it's connected to your love, okay? It's connected to what you make them feel. You make them feel so loved, and for them, there is no higher fulfillment than feeling love and experiencing love. Because love is what makes us feel whole. Love is what we are made of. We are literally love. So that's what we are craving the most as human beings. And I really feel like your future spouse has not been in this kind of relationship, okay? They have not experienced that kind of love, so they will not want to give it away once they experience it, because you are so important to them. And they are going to make sure that you guys come out of this relationship victorious. Because it's not about having a relationship, it's about having a successful relationship. And your future spouse wants you to know that they're going to do whatever it takes to create that. No amount of compromise and overcoming challenges. They're going to concentrate on creating the successful relationship with you, because that's what both of you guys deserve. And what's holding you together is the love that you share with each other. It's almost like you're in your own world, not having a care for anything, you know, happening around you. It's all about you guys. Look at that hunger. That's how much they desire you. They want you, okay? They don't just want you in the 5D, they also want you to be together in the 3D. There is so much that this person wants to experience with you. There are really no limits to it. This person wants to grow old with you. They want to see the world with you, laugh and cry with you. They just want to have you. You know what's, it's literally the kind of energy of someone who has been starving and who's hungry, right? And then gets to eat their first meal again. And that's of course only like metaphorically speaking, but that's exactly the desire, you know, that's how much they want you. They're really craving you, there's no doubt about that. It's the love. The love is so intense. The love is just overtaking everything. Action. Your future spouse wants you to know that, very simply said, they would do anything for you. That's really the bottom line. Like, that's the only message that this card is carrying right now, okay, in this particular energy here. They want you to know that they would do anything, because you are worth that, okay? You deserve that. They don't treat you that way because they only want that, because yes, they want that, but they also treat you that way because that's what you deserve, okay? That is what you deserve, my dear. Not less. And your future spouse, they see your worth. They do. Just as much as you see your own worth, they do it as well. You know, this card is so beautiful because, you know what I just saw when I saw this card coming through here? It's almost like this is your future spouse's higher self and this is your higher self, almost seeing you guys, okay, in the 3D world, like television, and together they are working towards bringing you guys together, and they're observing your connection. Your higher selves are already here, and they're making sure that you guys also come together in the physical. Look at how intimate this looks like. Look at how close and loving, okay? We literally only have two people from the back, and we only see this person putting their head on this person's shoulder. But you know, like the quote that one picture can say more than 1,000 words? That's the energy here. And I really feel like that's your higher selves, okay? Supporting you on your journey. And this is them sharing the love that you are feeling right now and the love which is expressed here. But but you will feel this love once you guys come together, okay? But in the 5D, you are already experiencing it, and I feel like already, you're already feeling it. Like even right now, I feel like a lot of you guys are aware of it. This is nothing new to you. You are already feeling the love, because I feel like you are definitely also getting messages from your higher self, opening you up to this. Okay, this is your higher self coming through. Yeah. But that's beautiful. It really is. A lot of heartfelt messages here, raw messages, and yeah, that's all I have for you, my dear pal 3. I really hope that you got some messages that you really needed, okay? And that resonated with you. It was such a beautiful experience to read here. And my dear pal 3, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something you would like to share, definitely don't hold back. Also, my dear, I invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get a notification when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you're curious or you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, on which I'm becoming more active, I also invite you there as well. You can find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pal 3, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.